Hello goblins, it's Chris, Eldritch Pipes. I hope you are very good. If you've been following me, you may know that I've been trying to get some whiskey reviews off the ground, but by the time I'd organised something, we were back into lockdown again. And then when we came out of lockdown, Warwickshire, the area I live in, was immediately put into Tier 3, which restricts household mixing. So I still can't get the guys on that I was hoping to get for the reviews. So that's just going to have to happen sometime in the future. Hopefully not too far in the future, but we will see. But today, we are here to review Hearth and Home's Magnum Opus, a tobacco that I have smoked in the past, but I think this pack came in a parcel from Ken Smirk. I think that's correct. You have to confirm, Ken. But before I get into that, I'm just going to show you a pipe. It's kind of a new design that I came up with. I was wanting to do something new, and then this popped out of my imagination box. I had a couple of names for it, but I went with the Texas Horn Devil. It's kind of based on a lizard design. You can see the horn-tailed details there. Moss green stem. In a sandblast finish with some quite nice ring grain and some quite nice grain detail as well. So there you go. This guy is available, so if you're interested, contact me at devilsreef@gmail.com. We can talk about it. But on to the review. This. It's a Virginia, Oriental, and Latakia blend. And quite chunky ribbon. In fact, it's barely ribbon, it's almost chunks of tobacco. Kind of a rough cut. And the smell is spicy and smoky. It's full on it is. It's sweet and tart. It smells amazing. It's quite dry, which is a good sign. That's the way I like it. So, let's get it going. The char. It's really great straight off the bat. It is Latakia first. As soon as you light it, it's that whoosh of Latakia. It's really smoky. But it's very noticeably sweet. This is not like, I'm thinking, you know, GLP's Westminster, which is a very savoury Latakia mix. This is a sweet, slightly, the tartness is lost in the flavour. The tartness that you smell in the tin. Doesn't quite make it through to the palate. But it doesn't really matter. The Orientals are really kind of on the more floral side. So they're really adding kind of quite a lot of crazy complexity. But it's more experienced in the retrohale rather than on the palate, basically. What I love about this is how the flavour is so full, but it's really soft. Do you know what I mean? It's not a heavy blend. It's not an earthy blend. It's really sort of uplifting. There's even sort of red wine-like notes to it. I could be imagining it, but it's more like a kind of it gives me a sense of like drinking punch at a bonfire. That's kind of the vibe that you get off this thing. Absolutely perfect for this colder weather. This is kind of, for me, this is a kind of, I could smoke this all evening. Not a daytime smoke, I don't think. It's maybe too rich. But in the evening, really spicy, warming. The kind of the volume of smoke is kind of middle. You don't feel like you're generating cloud, but it's not hot air. It's satisfying. I just caught a wisp of the tartness, but I got a feeling that maybe that element, if it is there in the Orientals, is kind of drowned out by the Latakia, which is, it's quite strong in this blend. If you're going to smoke Magnum Opus, you'd better like your Latakia. Wow. It's a really good one. For Latakia freaks. Okay. That was quite a quick review, but It's a real winner of a blend. I think that sort of the latakia and that sweetness, it really works together so well, and the kind of orientals kind of filling out in the middle in a kind of spicy floral. It really, those sort of wine-like notes. It's just really, it's quite a rich tasting blend. It just works really well. All right. I'm glad I've opened that tin now. This is probably going to be my last review for this year. What have I got coming up? I've got, next week, we've got episode 4 of Shadow over Innsmouth. And my top 10 is coming. That's probably going to be my last video for the year, barring for the Listen with Eldritch videos. So there we go. If you're doing Listen with Eldritch, I'll catch you on Monday. If not, I'll see you later for the top 10. But until then, take it very easy, your loyal pipe maker.